thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
For over 130 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company. From custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
What set BH apart for me was that it was just slightly different. I had half of my class go to SDSU and USD, and I wanted to do something a little different, have a little different taste of things. It feels really easy to go with what everyone else is doing and just go, you're going to be comfortable like at USD or SDSU because you know everyone there. But I think this was a good enough stretch for me, but it still felt like I had a safety net. And then when I came here on campus, I remember walking around and I was like, this actually feels like a place where I could spend the next 4 years of my life.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities, from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Grossenberg Implement realizes it's been a dry year and wants everyone to be safe during this harvest season. So this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering a 10% discount on fire extinguishers during their Fire Prevention Week. Get one for the house, farm, grain bins, vehicles, or even for your John Deere equipment. Just ask any of our Grossenberg Implement parts staff for more information in any of their 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis. For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. And all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, The Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that's someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that's someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision, but C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is 4th generation family-owned and operated.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Hermanson Antidocus, Cowboy Country Schools, Gales Gas Service, and Bauman Lumber.
Now, Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Hey, thank you very much. A good Tuesday evening, everybody. A night of high school volleyball coming your way from Riggs High Gym. The Pierre Governors are back on their home floor and trying to get some good home cooking because it has been a rough stretch for the Governors. They're coming in on a 3-match losing streak after a straight set loss at Huron 1 week ago tonight. Certainly won't get any easier. They welcome in the number 1 ranked team in all of Class AA, the Harrisburg Tigers, coming in at 16-0. Along with Jordan Lutmer, who will run camera for Live Ticket tonight. You can watch this game as well as hear it on drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page, also on gogovs.live, and along with Haley Hansen and Chuck Hansen, who will run the show in studio. I'm Brian Oakland with play-by-play. Coming up, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Governors here, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Well, for the Governors, even though they've come up with a few losses here and there, they're still sitting in the top 5 in the power rankings after the weekend's events. Aberdeen Central went to a tournament in Fargo, went 2-3, and they dropped back below the Governors, who were at number 6 after last week's loss at Huron. Now they're sitting at number 5. Harrisburg is unbeaten, though, 16-0. So the Governors trying to get some confidence back, just looking to play well against the best team in the state. We'll see how it goes tonight. We'll talk about it in our pregame show. Pregame is brought to you by Bank West, and we'll step aside for a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll take a trip around Class 11 AA. Look at the state of volleyball in that sense. Coaches' comments, keys to success, and more, all coming up in our Bank West pregame show in 3 minutes. And you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Beck Motor Company is celebrating 54 years in business. Specials in every department. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. 10% off all Pro Shop items. Caps, coolers, cups, blankets, car storage containers, and more. $15 off a light detail. And with all vehicle purchases, take home a special anniversary gift. See us at beck-motors.com. Call 224-5912. Thank you for your business and friendship.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastормroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram. Hey, DQ fans, do you order onion rings but want fries too? Or do you order fries but also want onion rings? Well, we have the answer. Both. Say hello to the DQ Chicken Strip and Fry Rings basket. Get 2 of the legendary sides with golden chicken strips. Now, the only question is, do you go chicken fry ring or fried chicken ring, or what about ring fried chicken? Oh, the possibilities. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means. And so do the men and women of the Hughes County Jail. No matter how good you are, working with a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. So if you'd like to know more about the available positions at the Hughes County Jail and be a part of their team, log on at hughescounty.org. Click on the Sheriff tab. Detention deputies and nursing positions are available. Go Govs from the employees of the Hughes County Jail. Back at Riggs High Gym as we get into the Bank West pregame show, just hearing from the Hughes County Jail, and we thank the men and women for doing what they do of the Hughes County Jail and being first responders, working for our community, but also for sponsoring us a place to sit. We're on the Upper West Side for the radio call of Governor Sports here at Riggs High Gym. You get the view as well from a full court view from the Upper East Side. Also, the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. That's where Live Ticket has our live video stream as well. Thanks again to the Hughes County Jail for giving us a spot to originate our broadcast from. Harrisburg fans have made the trip up here along with the team, and the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team. They remind all of those out on the roads for any occasion to buckle up every trip, every time, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Let's begin our pregame with a look around the state of volleyball in Class AA. Harrisburg, the top team, coming in 16-0. The Governors at 8-5 right now, still have a power average of the number 5. The 5th best power average. That's what we're trying to go for. So looking up at Watertown at 4. Sioux Falls Jefferson with just 1 loss on the season. That was last week against Harrisburg in a 5-setter that went 15-12. And Sioux Falls, Washington now 14-2 with losses on the season too. the top two teams ahead of them. So the Governors are still in pretty good company. They've got Aberdeen Central now at 12-6. At the 6th seed, Sioux Falls Lincoln at 10-7. Huron at 11-10 comes up into the top 8, partly due to their victory over the Governors 1 week ago tonight. O'Gorman is the 9 seed at 9-8. Then it's Brookings, Roosevelt, Rapid City, Stevens, who struggled. Straight set losses to both Mitchell and Huron over the weekend. Spearfish at 13, Brandon Valley 14, Douglas and Mitchell in the top 16 with Yankton still, Sturgis and Rapid City Central on the outside looking in. Governors have their next matchup on Thursday night at Yankton in a match they'll have to win there to make sure they want to stay in the top 5 or 6 as it is. Here's action coming up tonight with the Governors hosting Harrisburg. Also, Huron hosting Sioux Falls Roosevelt. You got Watertown going to Sioux Falls Lincoln, and Mitchell plays host to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Brandon Valley going to O'Gorman within the Metro. Sioux Falls Washington will play host to Brookings. You got Stevens out west going to Douglas, and Spearfish hosting Class A Belle Fourche. Thursday night, the next two matchups for both of these teams take Pierre to Yankton and Harrisburg back home as they host Aberdeen Central. A quick look at the schedule ahead and the state of volleyball in Class AA. But Harrisburg, again, 16-0. And they're doing it with a pretty young squad. We'll see how they fare against the Governors tonight. Pierre at 8-5, but losers of their last 3 matches. So definitely a tough team to try to break a skid against in Harrisburg. But the Governors, I think, first and foremost, just need to build a little bit of confidence and try to compete with the top team in the state first off. And, a win could be certainly a big boost if that happens here at Riggs High tonight. We'll talk with the coaches about that. Coach Tiffany Stoser coming up, our Central Dakota Eye Care Keys to Success after this 2-minute timeout. We've got more on the way in our Bank West pregame. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice to the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Whoa! Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! 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 College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
All right, here we go in Keys to Success as the Governors are back home
with head coach Tiffany Stoser on a 3-match losing streak, Coach. Last week it was at Huron, and I know you went over there thinking that you certainly could use a win. You probably should have come away with a victory. It just wasn't the Governor's night, and here we are on another opportunity to just get out and play. Only the problem is that it's the toughest team in the state, the Harrisburg Tigers.
Yep. It really wasn't our week. I mean, it was 3 games that I thought there were moments of good play, and then it's just like it got worse. Each of those 3 games that we lost, each one got a little bit worse. And, I guess our theme, we refocused. It's October now, and we just kind of we cleared out September. It is October. We're a playoff month. The way you want to be playing at the end of the season starts now, and I thought that yesterday's practice, the girls were focused. They have goals set for themselves, and I think they're ready to start to refresh here and do some new things.
The most important thing to me is that it just seemed like confidence kept waning a little bit, especially as that match in Huron went along. You're close in every one of these games, but against teams that you match up pretty well against, they're just not coming out, and that's killing the confidence a little bit. Tonight it doesn't get any easier, but you play competitively against this Harrisburg team, and that's a good way to build some confidence here.
Yeah, we're talking about 3 things, and we watched Harrisburg, and certainly, are prepared for Harrisburg. In the best way that we think that we can. It's mostly focusing on ourselves, right? So I didn't think our energy level was very high. I didn't think we were communicating on the floor. I didn't think we were celebrating points, and those things matter. I mean, that just picks up the level of your play in every aspect. And so, we can go work on our serve all day. We can go work on serve receive, but if we're not doing those things, no area of our game is going to be played well. And so those are the things that we're going to start in there. That's our focus, and when we do those things, typically we play pretty well.
I like the idea of celebrating points. If you're celebrating individual points, you're celebrating what everybody is doing well, even if it's only short-lived, but you're smiling a little more when that happens, and we've seen this team play a lot better when there's smiles on their faces.
Yeah, and we're going to have that tonight, right? Harrisburg's going to they're going to have their kills against us. They're going to have big plays. They're going to have times where we probably want to quit. I mean, we are going to have to compete like we've never competed all season, and those smiles are going to matter. Those your teammates pulling for you, getting excited for you, encouraging you, that stuff's going to matter tonight, and it's going to matter in games down the road. And we got to get ourselves back into the column of winning games, certainly, but also where we have confidence and we trust each other. And I loved practice yesterday. I thought it went well, and I'm hoping that we start to see that tonight.
If you can match Harrisburg up with anybody you've played already, I'm thinking of Sioux Falls, Washington, in a game where 2 games went really fast-paced and you couldn't really catch up to them. But how do you compare? How can you match up? What can you do against this Harrisburg team?
Yeah, they've got key players. They've got go-to players. Honestly, they're really young, and so there's some new people in there that we haven't seen. But certainly, their new 8th grade setter is making a name for herself, and you hear about her all the time. And then her go-to is that Zachariason, that sophomore on the outside. We got to see a little bit of her last year. We only played Harrisburg once, but at the state tournament, I thought she really played well, and I think she had some 33 kills on Saturday against Western Christian in Iowa. So obviously she's our go-to. When they need points, that's where they're going to go. I like our defense against an outside swing. I think that we can put up a good block. We'll be successful on some things, and we're know that she's going to get her kills, but we're going to try and slow down everybody else.
All right. Any other keys to success tonight?
Yeah, we got to play on our side of the net. We got to play Governor volleyball and balanced attack. When we have that, when we're passing well and we're able to have a balanced attack, we're as good as anybody. And so we're going to find that again, and I think it'll start tonight.
All right, Coach. Good luck. All right.
Thanks, Brian.
That's Tiffany Stoser, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach's comments and keys to success in our Governor broadcast brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We'll step aside here from them, and then we talk with our old friend Ron Ed Costain of the Harrisburg Tigers as our keys to success continue. This is Governor Volleyball.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazek of Central Dakota Eye Care. Regular, yearly comprehensive eye exams are key in finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 and schedule an appointment. New patients are always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in the game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Keys to success continue. The visiting head coach, the veteran Ronette Costain of the Harrisburg Tigers. Coach, by golly, just coming off a state championship from a year ago, which I predicted, by the way. I just want you to know that. Great season so far, 16-0. Western Christian, Sioux Falls Jefferson, these last two teams you played are as good as anybody in the state. You've gone the distance with them, but even in tight ones, you're finding ways to win, and you got a lot of good things going, obviously.
We are finding ways to win, and the best thing I think is happening to us is playing some of those tougher games. You don't win state championships if you're going into 3 sets and you don't know how to play the 5. So I think that's going to be, it'll pay dividends for us down the road.
Really impressive how, you've had the turnover this year, obviously, but you've got the young crew that's coming up, and it's amazing to me, I guess, and just, where girls are at such a young age and how advanced they're becoming in the game of volleyball.
Well, the game has evolved, and the kids are starting at a younger age. I mean, a lot of our kids have been playing since we have little camps for kindergartners now, and we've got a big Sioux volleyball for 2nd through 6th, and they're joining all the clubs of Sanford and Kairos and all those available to us in Sioux Falls at a very short drive, and they're training young.
And they're training all year round, too.
They are training all year round. I wish we had more multi-sport athletes, but it doesn't really work that way. It's quite the time crunch to try to do that, not physically taxing for them. But yeah, our kids work their butts off.
And so they've been playing well, and they've got the chemistry, even if they're the freshman, the sophomore, now, the junior, you got an 8th grader in there too. So, I guess a job well done. We're green with envy, no pun intended.
Yeah.
What are the things that so far are you still struggling with? You got to have a little bit better effort.
We got to work on our unforced errors, the amount that we put together in one set, but maybe it's 4 missed serves and 5 whiffs out of bounds because we're trying to avoid a block that we didn't need to necessarily avoid. Just mentally seeing that part of the game. I think once we cut those out, maybe those games won't be going quite to 5. If the kids can keep to improve that, and that's just experience being in those situations.
And against a good blocking team like Pierre, maybe that's something that could come into play, but as you face the Governors here, what are the biggest challenges you'll face against them otherwise?
Well, from watching the film that we did, a lot of out-of-system stuff and not getting caught sleeping on the rolls and the tips. And they find the court. They're finding ways to score, maybe not necessarily on a hard hit. And sometimes we get a little lackadaisical on that stuff, so we got to be on our best game.
And I imagine you got a good passing game, but serve-receive and a good serving team. Teams always want to be aggressive. How do you see that one, this one?
Yeah, that's something I've had to adjust with this team. We always want to be serving at 85% or better, but when you have a strong, aggressively serving team like we do, I have to let that number go a little bit, and I pull the reins and let the kids kind of go after it. And they're doing it, and they're taking a lot of teams out of system.
Talk about your 8th grader, and give me the name again.
Jocelyn Samuels.
Right. So definitely a volleyball name there, but is she getting around the court pretty well? And obviously that's I always say as a team goes, or as a setter goes, so goes the team. And it's pretty amazing to have somebody that young kind of running the show there.
Yeah, and she's mentally strong too. Like I'm not having to. I thought coming in as an 8th grader, maybe I'd have to help her a little bit more with where to set and when to set game situations. But she's played enough volleyball that I'm not having to do that in most situations. Once in a great while, I'll see something from the sideline, but she's got a very good court sense, and she's definitely in charge in running our offense.
Leader of the communication out there too?
It's kind of all of them. Her, Gabby, Maggie, Meister's always telling our hitters where the open holes are. They played a lot of volleyball, and they do it well.
Okay. Keys to success tonight?
Continue to play as a team. Balanced offense is what we're looking for tonight, and just doing our assignments, making sure that we are communicating in those key situations. If we're getting blocked, that we make the adjustments and hit something different, bring something out of your toolbox.
All right, Coach, always a pleasure. Good luck tonight, all right? right.
You bet. Thank you.
That's Ronette Costain, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. Coach who's been around a long time, has coached a handful of state champions, including last year when the Tigers went in as a 3 seed and defeated number 4 seed Sioux Falls Jefferson in the title. Now it's those two teams who are the consensus 1 and 2, whereas Washington is back at number 3. O'Gorman from a year ago, of course, has taken a step back as far as record goes. But I tell you what, when the Governors come around and face an O'Gorman team in a couple of weeks yet, you probably better be ready to take that team on as well. Some really good volleyball, obviously, out of that Metro, and Harrisburg right now is sitting up at the top at number 1 with a pretty young squad. Their head coach, Ronette Costain, coaches comments, keys to success, sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. A 2-minute break, and your EnviroTech starting lineups are coming up next as we continue our pregame of Governor Volleyball and your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Now is the time to purchase your new Ford from Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With 0% financing available on the Ford Edge, $1,000 Ford-to-Ford trade-in assistance, $2,000 off all Ford F-150s with 90 days of the first payment. Stop in today or shop our extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Count on us for your service needs, also with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Buy your Ford today from Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Ave, Pierre, South Dakota.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Ryan, open back with you at Riggs High Gym as we continue our BankWest pregame show. It's time to meet the starting lineups in this one for both of these team starters are brought to you by EnviroTech in Pierre. We'll run through the Governor lineup first. Govs coming in 8-5 on the season and currently the number 5 seed in the Class AA power rankings. It's a defensive specialist. It's a 5'8 junior, Grace Hinton, in the back row. She'll rotate with Michaela Sherwood at one hitter, a 6'2", and a senior. Elise Christofferson, the primary setter at 5'8", and the senior, roaming all around, setting up for other hitters who include Abigail Kropp, the 5'9 senior on the outside, Campbell Boddicker, the 5'10 senior outside hitter, Campbell Cronin, the 5'11 junior in the middle, and Reese Terwilliger, the 5'11 senior middle hitter as well. Ellie Browers will check in to do some serving, play the back row, 5'7 and a junior, along with Cronin, Sherwood, Christofferson, Hinton, Terwilliger, Boddicker, and Kropp. Laney Rinke, the libero, in the back row, 2 at 5'6", and the junior. For the Pierre Governors, head coached by Tiffany Stoser, assisted by Alexis Terwilliger, Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly. The starting lineups brought to you by EnviroTech in Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we'll meet the Harrisburg Tigers when we come back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
EnviroTech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what's handed to you, EnviroTech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call EnviroTech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at EnviroTechWaste.com. Use their mobile app Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for a collection schedule due to the weather or holidays. EnviroTech has you covered.
Envirotech gives us the starting lineups here for the number 1 ranked and returning state champion Harrisburg Tigers, a 16-0 mark on the season. They're led by, the setter is where it begins. Jocelyn Samuels, a 6-foot 8th grader who's doing all kinds of things well, setting up for the hitters, who will include Lauren Venenga, a 5'10 sophomore on the outside. Kennedy Kokenge is an outside hitter, 5'8 freshman. Listen to the years on some of these players. Carolyn Leach, a 5'9 junior, middle and right side specialist. Bergen Stiff is a middle hitter at 5'11 and a freshman. We'll see Lindsay Langner in there as a defensive specialist, 5'6 and a sophomore. The one to watch is the super sophomore 6-footer outside hitter Gabby Zachariason, who is averaging 20 kills plus each match. And Harrisburg's playing a lot of straight set matches, but Gabby is going to be killing about 6 or 7 per set if Harrisburg has their way. The libero is Maggie Meister, a 5'7 junior, a very good one at that for the Harrisburg Tigers. Langner, Zachariason, Stiff, Samuels, Leach, Kokenge, Venenga, and Meister, the primary names we'll be hearing all night long for the Harrisburg Tigers, and their 16-0 mark. Their head coach is Ronette Costain. I think this is about 27 years for Coach Costain now in Harrisburg. She is assisted by Kay Delores, Chelsea Murphy, Alyssa Chambers, and Rob Wilson. Our starting lineups brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. Our other starting lineup is the naming of tonight's game officials. They're the law on the court, and they do what is very oftentimes a thankless job, so we offer our thanks to them for doing what they do. At the net will be Kim Weed and Joe Auk. Our R1 and R2, Amanda Wertman and Rachel Arbach are the line judges tonight. Our law on the court, Kim Weed and Joe Auk, Amanda Wertman, and Rachel Arbach, tonight's game official, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Let's hear this important message, and we're back to serve it up. You're listening in, let's say, 2 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. And grab some Caribou coffee while you shop. Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Haley Hansen, Chuck Hansen in studio. Jordan Ludmer on video with live ticket. Watch this game as well as hear it on our video website, drgnews.com, the River 92.7 page. You can get us on live ticket and gogovs.live. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Our first serve coming up.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, and K296FI, Pierre. Arrive alive. Don't text and drive.
Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official voice to the Governors River 92.7 and drgnews.com. This is one of 3 volleyball matches we'll have for you on DRG Media Group stations tonight, as in addition to Pierre and number 1 Harrisburg out of Class AA, got a couple of Class B matchups. Actually, Class A Stanley County playing up against Sully Buttes tonight. David Burrow with a call on that one on KGFX AM 1060 and 103.1 FM. And Darren Boyle is down in Prescio tonight with the Lyman Raiders entertain the Jones County Coyotes in the I-90 rivalry. That one on 94.5 KPLO and 100.5 in Pierre and Fort Pierre. I think they'll start probably maybe a half an hour past us, so we'll see how things go here tonight. Our first serve coming up as the Governors still being introduced on the court. First serve will be brought to you by Comtech Communication and Electronic Services in Pierre. Here's what the rest of the week looks like for Governor Varsity Sports. For volleyball, Harrisburg at home tonight, and then they'll go to Yankton on Thursday to tangle with the Gazelles. A 7 o'clock first serve. We're on the air in our next Governor broadcast at 6:30, and then that'll lead into football Friday night as the Governors go to T area for the rematch of the last 2 State 11 AA championship matches. Governors at T, 6:25 pregame and a 7 o'clock kickoff on Friday night here on River 92.7. Our coverage of Governor Soccer has come to an end. Governor Girls lost at Mitchell 5-1 last Saturday, and their season has ended, as have tennis and golf teams. Cross country ran the ESD meet last Saturday. They've got a state meet still to come, and competitive cheer and dance will be at Aberdeen this coming Thursday, if my schedule is correct, or if I haven't made updates on that. But competitive cheer and dance still going. Here we go. Harrisburg is in dark grays with maroon and gold sleeves, maroon numbers, and they'll hit from right to left as they send it away. Our Comtech first serve in play, put up by Lainey Rinke, and the Governors will set up Elise Christofferson outside left to Abigail Kropp, who gets one through a block and down, and the Governors right off the bat get in system and get on the board with a side-out kill. Campbell Cronin's going to serve first here for the Govs, sending one away. Left to right, the Governors in home white. Cronin will get a dig on the return from the right side. Kropp will come back and swing. It is Zachariasen with her first swing, but no good. She'll miss it wide and out of bounds. Gotta make sure I'm seeing these numbers correctly for Harrisburg. Maroon on dark gray, even from my vantage point, not the best color combination for these old eyes. Meanwhile, coming back, a back row attack as Harrisburg returns the serve. Here's Terwilliger through the touch block and down. Nice timing here. Christofferson to Reese Terwilliger. Little tapper is up and down. It's 3-0 Governors. Campbell Cronin serves up the middle. This one dies just in front, but a good job to keep it alive. And Harrisburg with a miss hit by Carolyn Leach. A couple of errors by the Tigers. They're on a long road trip tonight. They're not used to traveling this many miles. And Coach Ronette Costain will always be the first to admit to that. First play up. They'll get it out to Gabby Zachariasen this time, and not near enough time for Grace Hanton to make a play on that. Zachariasen will swing and score. Governors impressively score the first 4 in the match, but now we'll see what the Tigers can do. Looks like Leach rotating to serve here. Terwilliger comes back, but she follows through into the net, and a net violation. As Madam Joe Auk is right there to see that one. I actually saw it myself. Good timing again, but a miss by the Governors. Good timing between setter and swinger. Here's Hanton, back up to Christofferson, returning the next one. Kropp is blocked, and that'll go as a Tiger point. Jocelyn Samuels, the big setter, is up and good for the defensive point. So 4-3 as the Tigers continue. Spotted the Governors a 4-0 lead. Here's Sherwood's first touch. Blocked back to Christofferson. She'll shove it away. Now pass up and a bump across here from Zachariasen. That's a gift for the Governors. There's Terwilliger, but to the knees on the dig in the back row. Kennedy Kokenge. And now this one hitting the line on the cross quarter. I think I had that number right, but Zachariasen swings and scores her second. So where the Tigers were down 0-4, now we're tied 4-4. Kropp plays the next one up. Little bump pass left by Christofferson for Kropp. Down the line, and Kokenge lunging for it. Can't get to it. Keep it in play as the Governors will get a side out back. So a pair of 4-point streaks to start for both teams. Ellie Browers will check in. Michaela Sherwood is out for the Governors, who lead 5-4. Pierre in home white with the green numbers and trim. Green cuffs on the ends of the sleeves. Browers will miss her first in serve as this one stays low and into the net. And the Tigers will rotate Samuels back now. Jocelyn, the 6-foot, 8th grader, going to be quite something to watch her move around and get everybody set up properly. Here's a tap on the roll from Kropp. Tigers on their second touch push it away, but it's out of bounds. That's a miss, maybe an unforced error as well. 6-5. Governors have the lead. Kropp is rotating to serve. Governors so far playing very, very well, but we've got a long way to go. To the knees goes Kokenge to play it up. Now a hit off the net and another push by Christofferson, run down by Kokenge in the back row. Free ball back to the Governors. Rinke, Christofferson, tapper is across, but Boddicker could not get anything on it. Now pass out. Zachariasen is blocked by Reese Terwilliger. Ace block here. You don't know Zachariasen, when she gets up to swing, she is locked and loaded. She'll bring the heat every time, or at least as often as she can, but she was denied there. Here's Morrison on the move, setting up outside this time as Bergen Stiff will be dug out by Abby Kropp, and now Campbell Boddicker through the block, and one that goes over the top of the rest of the Harrisburg defense. 3 in a row again for Pierre now. They scored the first 4. Tigers got the next 4, traded side outs. Now 7-5, but this one will sail from Kropp. It's out of bounds, a second service error. 8-6 our score. And it's Zachariasen to serve, and this one you can see the top spin all the way, but Lainey Rinke a little late to respond. And Gabby Zachariasen with the first ace of the night. Harrisburg back within 1. Here's another one. Rinke is there on this one. Back set, Christofferson. Cross quarter from Terwilliger, an easy dig. Dug out. Kokenge will swing up in the front left. Now Rinke was there, setting it up. Christofferson for Terwilliger through the block. That ricochets into a good open spot. Reese Terwilliger with a couple of kills. And plus one that could have been, but she followed through into the net earlier on. Now Reese is back to serve. Harrisburg gets 2 that time. Governors lead by 2, 9-7. Terwilliger across left to right. Now the Tigers will swing. The Governors defend. Boddicker to the middle back. Zachariasen is there. She wants it back. Back row attack, and this one is just a little bit long. We will see Gabby Zachariasen take many swings from the back row tonight. Her first of those is a little bit long. The Governors score on the serve and lead 10-7. Terwilliger just at the end of the line. This one's an ace at the feet of Rachel Arbach. Harrisburg will take a timeout as Reese Terwilliger sends us into a Coca-Cola break in the action. The Governors surprising so far, leading 11-7. Timeouts in our broadcast brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Expect more. You expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Well, the Pierre Governors, who have been sorely lacking some confidence of late, do not have that problem so far here tonight. So far leading the number 1 team in South Dakota, 11-7. 7. But as we say, a long way to go. Harrisburg has probably been in this situation before. They have lost a few first sets. Here's a serve return error as this one back close to the net and into a lift by Jocelyn Samuels, the 5th hitting error so far by the Tigers, helping the Governors now to a 12-7 lead. Harrisburg in the last month has lost the first set in 3 matches, but obviously still undefeated on the year. Free ball on the return. Here comes Boddicker with a swing. This one is touched not once but twice, and the Governors continue to play well offensively. Campbell Boddicker with her 2nd kill. 3 Govs with 2 apiece. Govs out killing the Tigers so far 6-2. Terwilliger continues in serve as Pierre is on a 5-point rally. Samuels will leave it in the middle. There you go. Harrisburg comes right back. And that is number 15, Lauren Venenga, the 5'10 sophomore, collecting her first kill. And again, Zachariasen is a sophomore. Samuels, the setter, an 8th grader, but they've got other freshmen and sophomores who are very good offensive players. And it's going to be tough for the Governors as Harrisburg, key to success, wants a balanced attack. Here's Boddicker, though, missing. So the 2nd hitting error for the Govs makes it 13-9. Libero Maggie Meister, the 5'7 junior, swinging from right to left. She's got the white jersey with the maroon numbers. Here's Terwilliger from the back row. That one sends Harrisburg diving back to the net. It goes, and no second play. So Terwilliger will collect a rare back row attack and kill. Tigers got 2. Pierre leads by 5. Set number 1, 14-9. Elise Christofferson will serve. First one's across, played by Meister. Right up to Samuels. Quick set. Block was there for the Govs. Harrisburg keeps it alive, and it's a free ball away. Kropp to Christofferson. Sad touch. Close to the net. Nice job by Sherwood. Here comes Zachariasen, and that is good. And again, the back row attack by Gabby Zachariasen, as good as you'll see all season long. She came to life as a freshman, really got better and better, stronger and stronger as the season came along. By the time the Tigers hit that state tournament as a 3 seed, I could tell from what I had seen that they really had been playing better than anybody, and they ended up winning the state championship. It wasn't easy. The roll shot plus slide play out to the right side, but the miss here by Carolyn Leach, and the Governors will get another point. Trading side outs now, 15-10 Pierre. Boddicker's turn to serve. She'll go right side. Zachariasen with the first touch. They'll get it up to Leach, or Kokenge rather, but Kennedy will miss low and into the net. And another key to success for Harrisburg is to minimize these unforced errors. That one was an aggressive error, but maybe unforced at the same time. Kokenge will try again, has to keep her feet on the floor. This one Sherwood had a touch on, but that deflected, and it turns into a kill that maybe Harrisburg wasn't expecting. Kennedy Kokenge with her first of the night. 16-11 Governors. Set number 1 playing to 25. Here's a return missed by Terwilliger, and that'll be an ace on the running jump serve for Kennedy Kokenge. 2nd ace so far for the Tigers. 16-12. Coach Costain flashing the hand signals. Kokenge will go to Terwilliger again. Good pass this time. Here's a swing for Kropp on the left side. Samuels has the block, but it's back over and out of bounds toward the scorer's table. And Abigail Kropp with her 3rd kill. Side out back to the Governors. 17 serving 12. Campbell Cronin put it in play. First full rotation. There's the sharp angle, though, and you got Zachariasen back up front. Bump set spike. She's got 4. 17-13. And Carolyn Leach, the first server for Harrisburg. Back at that now, and tap. Back to Pierre, pushed away by Christofferson with 2 hands. Here's a dig for Cronin, but back up and an easy put away. That's the setter, Jocelyn Samuels. She got the loose ball. I believe it was Bergen Stiff who had the swing that was dug by Kropp. Easy one back to the net. And Leach continues to serve. Kropp passes a good one this time. Christofferson to Sherwood through the block, but that was well defended. Now in the back row again, Kokenge. as the Governors defend. Hanton is there. Up front it goes, and Kropp cannot get this one to fall. On the move, and outside it will go. Stiff with the kill, and suddenly Harrisburg has scored 3 in a row. Then they lead 17-15. Here was up 16-10. The Tigers on a 5-1 run since, as Cronin will check out of the back row. Jordan Mayer, the senior defensive specialist, is in. Here comes Kropp, and right through the middle of the back row, the Governors will score. In system on that return of serve. Kropp had some major struggles in Huron a week ago tonight in the Governors' last match. He's looking good so far. A team high 4 kills. 18-15 our score. Ellie Browers into serve, missed on her first one, got this one back in play, but Harrisburg will do what they do, setting it up on the pass to Samuels, and then outside Zachariasen from the left side, good for her 5th. And it's 18-16, the Governors with a quick one and done. Right now, Pierre certainly wants to keep Harrisburg to those quick side-out service runs as well. Browers with a good play up here. Christofferson out to Terwilliger on the move. Can't get it to go. Here's a big swing as Pierre is there to block, but Zachariasen gets the kill. This time, Terwilliger is back over and out of bounds on the near side to the student body section, who is in country hick mode tonight. Country living, I suppose. Terwilliger with another big swing. Good job by Mayer to see that one coming back. Now Kropp will swing, but Harrisburg defends again. Samuels, right side this time. Tapper, good spot out of the reach of the diving Jordan Mayer. That is a kill for Vanenga, her 2nd, and Pierre will take a timeout. So the Tigers have clawed back even at 18-18 tie, and a timeout called by the Governors, their first in this first game. Timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. Welcome back to the Award.
Back at Riggs High Gym, 18-18. Tigers were down 16-10, but on an 8-2 rally. And we're tied in game number 1. Pierre Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports marketing partners, who include people like the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, Olinger Law Firm, Eisberg Funeral Home, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, and us, your official voice of Governor Volleyball and Governor Sports, James River Broadcasting, and DRG Media Group. Governors with a push on the return. Govs are in the net as Vanenga hits long. It would have been an error for Harrisburg, but the Governors give a little bit of help on that one, and now the Tigers, for the first time in this first set, lead. It's 19-18. Tough play for the Govs here as Browers returns, but then a push away on a free ball. Now back row swing up to the rafters, run down off of a dig from Hanton, then Kropp, then pushed away by Christofferson. Now on the move is Zachariasen. Governors defend that well. Kropp will swing again, blocked and out of bounds. Is there a touch? They rule yes. So Kropp will get the swinging kill, a big point for the Governors. You did not want to see Harrisburg continue that particular rally, as they had scored 4 in a row to take their first lead at 19-18. Now it's all tied, 19 apiece. Kropp will serve to the right side, played up, still in the back row, but Zachariasen swings, hot shot, Mayer with a good dig. Here's Boddicker down through the block and into the campfire. The Governors are back in front in set number 1. 20, serving 19. Anybody's ball game so far, especially as well as the Govs are playing right now. Kropp up the middle. Samuels had to adjust. Now Zachariasen up front. Another good dig for Jordan Mayer. Boddicker will swing. Couldn't get a lot on it. Great pancake Meester. No second touch. Enough for Stiff. It is still another kill for Campbell Boddicker. And the Governors get another one. 21-19. Coach Costain either seeing something a little bit differently or calling signals and advice. Here comes Kokenge from the left side. Mayer with another good dig, but this one back up front and a loose ball won by Bergen Stiff. Harrisburg will get the side out this time after 3 in a row for the Governors. 21-20. Now a short hop to Ellie Browers. That is another ace for Gabby Zacharias, and you know about her swinging capabilities. But look at these serves, and if you can see the top spin on them, they just come down. A lot of times the bottom drops out. As Browers returns this one, and it's high game, 21-21. This is Kokenge off the net, and Mayer has to dive. Can't keep it in play. Kennedy Kokenge with her second kill, and Harrisburg seesaws back in front. 22-21, another timeout called by the Governors here. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre, and you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. We're back in 30 seconds.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
For over 100 and final timeout, game number 1. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, including the Pierre Dental Clinic, Pitts Design and Build, Red Rosa, and the South Dakota National Guard. Pierre Sports Marketing Partners. Here's a swing for Terwilliger, and Kim Wade on the R1 ladder says, yep, Harrisburg got another touch on that. So a big point for the Governors out of the timeout. A side-out kill that ties this game at 22-22. Now Terwilliger, who's had the best service run for the Governors so far, back to serve. Jordan Mayer, good job in the back row. She'll check out. Campbell Cronin is back in up front. Here's Terwilliger to the knees. Christofferson, second one over, and now returned back on just a little tap by Morrison Samuels. Not Morrison, Jocelyn. Morrison was last year a graduated senior, now playing still in maroon and gold, if I recall, in Aberdeen at Northern State University. They put that one up for Bergen Stiff, actually. She got the free ball kill. Here settles for a one and done. It's 23-22. Meister serves. There's Boddicker down the left sideline, and the Governors come right back, and we've got a 23-23 tie. Here doing a good job getting in systems so far on these tougher serves, and now Harrisburg will take a timeout. Anybody's game. Got to win by 2. We'll see which team can finish out game number 1 when we return. You're listening after this Coca-Cola timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
We all remember FDIC.
Riggs High Gym happening so far, but 23-23 and a tough time for a service error out of a timeout. Elise Christofferson with the third of this set for the Govs, and that one puts Harrisburg to set point. 24-23. And here it comes right to left. This is Lindsay Langner serving it away. Terwilliger plays it up. Now Sherwood will swing left side. Meister dives and keeps it off the floor with a second touch. Run down by Samuels. She'll bump it up, but it's over the head and into the Governor's student body. The Governors fight off set point here. Sherwood with a good swing. We got to go hitting error, I think, on that one for Harrisburg, but the Govs will take it. Campbell Cronin serves. First set right up front. Now a touch down the line is good, and this is Carolyn Leach with her first kill. Set point number 2 coming up for the Tigers. 25, serving 24. Boddicker is out. Leach serves this one back over, and Zachariasen looking for the kill to close out the game, but she missed it. It comes back down low into the net. The Governors play and stay alive again. Unforced error that time for the Tigers. Keeps this thing tied, 25-25. This is Boddicker serving. Samuel sets right side, backside, no good for Carolyn Leach. And the 10th error for the Tigers gives the Governors a set point here opportunity, 26-25. Both teams out of timeouts. Boddicker up the middle, floats it, set up Samuels, and somebody's in the net there. I think it was Pierre, but it is a kill for Zachariasen anyway. That is her 7th of the set. Pierre could not close out the game. Harrisburg will have an opportunity now. 26-26 though. And this one let go by Cronin, and that one is fair by plenty. An easy ace here for Carolyn Leach. 4 aces for Harrisburg, and now their 3rd set point of this first set of the night. 27-26. Governors playing right with the top team in the state. Leach, the floater, played by Grace Hanton. Christofferson on the move, Terwilliger, but right there, a good job on the dig by Leach. Now Zachariasen, big swing. Mayer dives, can't keep it alive, and Harrisburg will get the first set. A great job by the Governors, but Harrisburg does what they do. They will never go away, and they will get game number 1 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. The number 1 Tigers, 28, and the 5th seeded Governors so far, 26. Harrisburg up 1-0. A good one to start. The scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As we'll pause for 2 minutes, and we go to game number 2 next. If the Governors can keep the momentum, or at least the intensity, we should have another good one coming up. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
But sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Synergy's Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire.
Well, a great start for the Pierre Governors. They could not hold off Harrisburg, unfortunately, 28-26. Tigers get the win. A 15-14 kill advantage to Harrisburg, but the Governors getting some balls to drop and hanging right with them. Obviously, Harrisburg doing a little bit of help there with 10 errors on the floor. The Governors only had 3, but they did have 3 service errors as well. So you could look at that as 10-6. Harrisburg did not get any that missed in serve, and they had 4 aces compared to only 1 for the Govs. Both teams with 1 scoring block. Comtech first serve comes from the Govs this time, and Campbell Boddicker Swings and shoots one across. Harrisburg will set up to Kennedy Kokenge. Didn't get much on it. The Governors defend, even though a little disarray. Now shoved out by Christopherson. Back to the Tigers, still going right to left. Carolyn Leach is blocked by Abigail Kropp. Now left side. Kokenge is blocked. Still, they'll try Gabby Zacharias and palms one, and a collision by two Governors. Back up on it, and the block, or the touch couldn't go for Cronin. Zacharias and again dig back, and the Governors are there. Cronin, loose ball. Sherwood rather, and she has to double hit it. That'll be a mistake for the Governors on the stat sheet, but really nothing they could do. What a great point by the Govs. Harrisburg obviously kept coming at it, and there's one collision on the court that I really want to make a point at if I get an opportunity to do. Just remember that point. Governors had two players going after a ball that did not happen too many times in Huron a week ago. Now loose ball up front, and Cronin cannot get the put away. She had that one right into her kitchen, tried to angle it away from a block. But a couple of misses here by the Govs, and it's 2-0 Harrisburg to start the second set. Here comes Kropp on the move from the left side. Meister is right there to dig it up. Now in the back row, Kokenge. Easy dig for Rinke this time. Christopherson to Sherwood, lobs one away. Now on the move, Zacharias, and not enough on it. That one stays in the net, and that's good defensive presence by Sherwood and Campbell Cronin as well. Maybe to alter that effort by Gabby Z to get it across. 2-1 Tigers. Governors serve. Second set. Langer played this one up nicely. Good job by Samuels outside Zachariasen, and that's what Harrisburg is more used to. Swinging kill, and they lead 3-1. Meister checking out. New server rotates back, and again, trouble with the numbers. I think that's Samuels, though. Now this is Sherwood, who will swing and score. Got that one through the block and straight down on the Harrisburg side. 2 serving 3. Governors will bring it. Ellie Browers in off the bench. Hard-hitting left-hander, feet on the floor at all times. And this one hits the net, and that serve, I almost, in a vocal faux pas, I had a little foreshadowing there. I said off the net, and that's exactly what Ellie does for the second ace of the night for Pierre. 3-3. Second set just underway. Harrisburg got the first one in a long battle, 28-26. Return of serve back to Samuels. She'll hook one over with a left hand. Her second kill is down. And she will rotate to serve now. This is Jocelyn, the 8th grader. Good play up by Rinke. On the move goes Terwilliger, and on the redirect, slide play, sharp angle. Couldn't keep it alive for Lauren Venenga. And Reese Terwilliger, on my stat sheet, has her 5th kill on the board. They got her with 6. I've got Abigail Kropp with 5, and on the board they have her with 4. A little bit of a discrepancy there. Here's another net serve. Kropp gets this one across, but right there was Bergen stiff. Tigers will set it up. Samuels outside to Lauren Venenga. She'll swing and score. This time, Harrisburg leads 5-4. Zachariasen back to serve. Browers gets this one up. Christopherson had to run it down. Now it's Rinke with a little bit of a swing. Harrisburg over the line as Stiff tries to keep one alive. Over the line under the net. And that is, that's Grace Hanton in the libero uniform. She's the one that got the swing. I don't know if they'll give her a kill, as Harrisburg had the violation that time, but a 5-5 score. So the Govs have switched things up. Lady Rinke with a free ball back to him. Boddicker swings. A dig is back over from Zachariasen, but out of bounds. Campbell Boddicker with the hot shot kill. She has 5. Well, the board has her with 6 now. 6-5 Governors, second game. Trying to pull even if they can keep this going. There's another good block. Cronin involved. Harrisburg free balls it back. Here's Christopherson across the court. Boddicker swings and scores again. Campbell Boddicker giving the Governors a 7-5 advantage. Governors, who were sorely lacking confidence 7 days ago, Got a couple of days off to nurse some injuries. Good practice yesterday, according to Coach T. Miss for Zachariasen from the back row, just a little bit long. Tigers will take a timeout, and the Governors are a whole new ball club. 8-5 after this Coca-Cola break in the action. We're back in 30 seconds playing the second set. The Governors hanging with the number one team in the state on River 92.7.
Is your premier hometown shop specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at GrahamTire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Welcome back to the Pregame press box.
Second set, Governors 8, Harrisburg Tigers 5. Harrisburg got that first one, though, 28-26. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by more of your Pierre Sports marketing partners, who include Stolken, Peterson, Lingle, Walti Jones, LLP, Wagner Rotto, Midco, Maher Law Office, Floss Dentistry, First Dakota National Bank, and Delta Dental Offices in Pierre Sports marketing partners. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. It's a good time so far in Huron tonight, or in Riggs High Gym here in Pierre. Really good volleyball. The Governors playing very well defensively, and they're getting some offense too. Back row on the move. Big shot to Terwilliger and a great dig by Harrisburg. That was Zachariasen. Now Christofferson with the hook. Won't go. Here's a block of stiff by Campbell Cronin. Defensive point, Governors. Talked with Coach Ronette Costain about how they'll face up against a good blocking team in the Pierre Governors tonight. I was actually trying to talk up the Govs, but I did not expect them to play this tight up at front. And, boy, I tell you what, the block has been really good for Pierre so far. Terwilliger with another good service run, but it'll come to an end at 5 straight as she serves one wide right and out of bounds on the near side. Now 6 serving 9. It's Meister to serve for the Tigers. Browers with a good pass here. Christofferson to Boddicker through the block. Pancake? No, they call it on the floor. And that is Campbell Boddicker with another swinging kill. 7 in the match for Campbell. 10-6. The Governors hold Harrisburg to a one and done, leading by 4. Here's Christofferson to serve. This one, she lobs them most of the time. And that one is easy for the Tigers. And then Carolyn Leach with her second kill. And Pierre, just like Harrisburg, with a quick one and done. Now it's Langner on to serve. The 5'6" sophomore will play through the back row. Much smaller player, but still with a good serve. Here's Boddicker swinging. It was blocked right back to her. She kept it alive. Sherwood is good. Michaela Sherwood, about 5 or 6 feet off the net, gets one of her bigger swings of the season, in my opinion. There's a touch by Harrisburg at the net. That might have deflected just enough, and the back row unable to keep it in play. 11-7 Governors. Zachariasen through the touch up front, and that's out of bounds back, but that is a kill for Gabby Zachariasen as we trade side outs. You're up by 4, then 3. Loose ball, run down, and we're ready to go. This is Kokenge serving. Kropp, first touch, got it back, tapped it, was blocked right back to her. Nice job and reflex to keep it alive. Now good hustle by the Tigers with a good setup out to Gabby Zachariasen, who will swing through the block and score. First service point for either team in a while. 11-9, second game. Governors lead. Kokenjo will serve it up. This one stays in the back row. Needs some help. Kropp will free ball it away. Samuels got that one across. The 6-footer with the long arm span, even reaching up, able to tap it home in front of Jordan Mayer, playing back row. Governors will take a timeout. Samuels with her third kill, and Harrisburg back within 1 as they look to try to take a lead and maybe go up 2 sets here. They got the first one again, 28-26. 30-second pause, and we're back after this Coca-Cola timeout. Governor Volleyball is on River 92.7.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Out of the timeout, first of the second game for the Governors, and Governor Volleyball brought to you by more of your Pierre Sports marketing partners who include Comtech, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, All Around Graphics, Capital City Campus, and American Bank and Trust, and Anderson Rumsa Dental and Pierre, your Pierre Sports marketing partners. Crop on the move, just a two-hand power push. Here's Hanton with another hot shot dig. Now Crop with another opportunity, and it's good. Abigail Crop will swing and score her sixth of the evening, 12-10. The Governors will stop the Harrisburg rally before they pull into a tie. And it's Cronin back to serve. Tigers play it up to Zachariasen again. Here's Mayer with a dig, staring down the bullet. Govs have to free ball it back, though. Now on the move, Tapper, good. Mayer a little late on that, and that's Kara Leach with her third. So, Coach Costain wants a balanced attack. Of course, you're going to get Zachariasen a little bit more than everybody else, but everybody past Gabby has either 2 or 3 kills. And there are 5 players with that type of a number. Here's Sherwood coming back for the Governors, who continue to play well. Here's just in a really good system right now. We're seeing Grace Hanton at libero. We're seeing Jordan Mayer playing quite a bit. I wonder if Lainey Rinke is either under the weather or dealing with some kind of a nagging injury, as the Govs had to make that change here in the second set. Brower's on to serve, but it goes long. It'll be 13-12 Govs. Serving here is Samuels. Brewers with a good pass this time. Palm shot out by Boddicker. It's Meister, Samuels, and Stiff. Too much. That's too long. And Pierre will maintain the lead again, 14-12. Halfway through game number 2. Governors trying to keep the intensity here. Crop with an opportunity to serve left to right. Good pass. There's Samuels just waiting for that pass. Zachariasen, it's dug back by Crop over. The Governors will defend. Now a tap is over. 1-2, not enough. No third touch. The kill for Terwilliger. But that play is set up by a reflex of Abby Crop, who kept one off the floor. Coach Ronnie going to make a substitution. Kokenge is out. Bailey Rott, a 5'6 junior defensive specialist, is in. Server Crop goes right to Rott. Stiff is defended. Governors tap it back. Here's Samuels out, and an adjustment, but a good effort by Zachariasen, and a kill from the 10-foot line here, though. It's Campbell Boddicker. Harrisburg was a little out of sorts on that play. Zachariasen had a good adjustment. She had to kind of reach back. Maybe the set wasn't quite perfect. She got it across, but then suddenly Harrisburg was sent running. Bailey Rott with another one. Tapper up front is across. Here's Brewers with a set pass on the move. Boddicker blocked right back. Terwilliger there. Christofferson then across. And now Harrisburg will set up Zachariasen. I love the angle there for Gabby Zachariasen. As you watch this cross court, or the full court view, that was near court to far and a sharp angle for Gabby Z for her 11th kill of the night. But she's back to serve and misses one. This one stays in the net. Scoreboard has Gabby with 12. Maybe I missed one, but her first service error, and that's the first service miss for the Tigers all night. It's Terwilliger to serve now. They'll leave it with Zachariasen, and this one digging up to the upper deck. No good for Terwilliger. And Zachariasen with another one from the back row. 17-14, updating the score. Governors leading the second set. Pierre led much of the first set, too, against these top-ranked Tigers. From the Metro, here's Christofferson, leaving it for Cronin. Defended well by Harrisburg up front. Here's Kokenge with a swing, and that's off the net. Christofferson keeps it alive. Boddicker redirects. Meister has to lunge to keep it off the floor, and another swing out left side. Kokenge, nothing on that. Here comes Boddicker again, and this one is defended well. Samuels is there, and also Lauren Veninga. I think that was Veninga who got the better of that one. We'll give her the scoring block. 15 serving 17. Tigers with a service point. And Meister will serve it away. Brewers with the first one. Christofferson to Boddicker again. Defended with a block to start for Harrisburg. Here's Kokenge again. And this one put up to the rafters. Hanton keeps it alive, but it's to the pin on the far side. A great effort for Grace Hanton. But that is Kennedy Kokenge who's got to get a kill on that one. 17-16. Now 3 in a row for Harrisburg. Right to left, it's across. Brewers will send Christofferson running a bit on that one. Here is Boddicker, and that one may have been touched. It crawled across the net and came down on the Pierce side, and the Governor's got to stop the bleeding here. May give Veninga the benefit of the doubt on that one. We'll give her a scoring block. 17-17. Now the service run for Maggie Meister is up to 4. Kropp plays this one. It'll stay in the back row. Hanton will palm one away, and a good swing, but this one comes up a little bit long, and the Governor's starting to slip just a little bit. Coach Stoster has already taken one timeout. It's a little early, maybe, for that second one. But if Harrisburg continues with a scoring rally this time, they may need one, and this is going to be an ace, a misplay for Kropp, as Meister will score, and there is your second timeout called by the Govs. Game number 2, Harrisburg won the first 28-26. They lead the second one now 19-17. Timeouts in our broadcast sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. We're back in 30 seconds with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
In Pierre. Back at Riggs High Gym in Pierre. Pierre fans on the radio hearing from Lariat Lanes. They're one of our sports sponsors, sponsoring Governor Sports here on River 92.7, along with the Wahi Federal Credit Union, Wagner Auto, Ferding Electric, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center, TMA, and Avera Health in Pierre. Pierre Sports sponsors. Governors back at it. Boddicker with a big swing. Zachariasen digs. She gets it back. Back row attack. Dug up by Kropp. Pierre with some reflex. Loose ball. Christofferson wins the battle up front against either, I believe, Carol Leach, maybe Veninga. It's Elise Christofferson who will get the put away here. And the Governors with a big stop of what was a 6-point run in serve for Maggie Meister and the Harrisburg Tigers. Now AC is back to serve. Sending, who was that? Kokenge back. Kokenge back on the run. Could not reach it, though, and that'll be an error for the Tigers. They've trimmed that number down from 10 in the first set to only 5 so far here in the second, but now we've got a new ball game, 19-19. And Zachariasen plays this one up very tight. Samuels taps it across, and now a violation here against the Tigers. So it's 20-19, 3 in a row for the Governors, and they're back in front now. Second game, trying to pull even at 1 set apiece. Zachariasen takes that lob serve, and Harrisburg will get this one in play. Veninga with kill number 4. That one got past the defense of the Govs, but it was down with most of a foot to spare. Now it's 20, serving 20. Here's Langner off the bench for Harrisburg. Hanton will play it to the setter, Christofferson. Backside now, right side attempt. Boddicker misses low and into the net. Missed opportunity there for the Govs. Harrisburg reclaims the lead late here, 21-20. Harrisburg had 3 set points. The Govs had 1 in that first game. Cronin looking to get it back. That was a decoy. Boddicker on the right side couldn't get it to go. And hot shot there in the middle. Good for Kara Leach. She got up, and that one was well timed with Jocelyn Samuels. A quick set. 22-20. Tigers seem to be getting just a little bit stronger here, which you expect them to do. Sherwood taps it away. Not much on the swing. Now a block for Pierce. Sherwood is there, but keeping it alive. It's over the R1. Ms. Kim Weed out of bounds. Outside kill. Left side here for the Tigers. And that goes to number 10, Kennedy Kokenge. They have her with 4. Langner continues in serve, 23-20. Hanton has it back over the net. Christofferson able to keep it in for the Govs. And what was a 20-19 Pierre lead is now set point for Harrisburg at 24-20. 5 in a row scored. Langner serves for the game. Hanton to Christofferson on the move. Sherwood, just a one-handed push. Here comes Zachariasen for the finish off the net, and Pierre can't make a play. Good effort by Kropp to dig it up, but no second touch up near the net. Gabby Zachariasen's 6th kill of the game is the one that finishes it, and Pierre, well, they got to 20 first, but Harrisburg rattled them off from there 6 straight to finish, and they win at 25-20. Game number 2. Your score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas in Pierre. Halfway through, 2 down, 1 to go for the Tigers. Halftime in our broadcast sponsored by Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial. You'll find them in the Capitol Creek Plaza on East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. We're back in 2 minutes for game number 3. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Govs.
Welcome back.
Oahe Federal Credit Union is looking for...
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all.
What set BH apart for me was that it was just slightly different. I had half of my class go to SDSU and USD, and I wanted to do something a little different, have a little different taste of things. It feels really easy to go with what everyone else is doing and just go where you know you're going to be comfortable, like at USD or SDSU, because you know everyone there. But I think this was a good enough stretch for me, but it still felt like I had a safety net. And then when I came here on campus, I remember walking around and I was like, this actually feels like a place where I could spend the next 4 years of my life.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Riverview RV.
Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KJFX FM, and K296FI, Pierre. Put the phone down. Focus on driving.
Here at Riggs High Gym, top of the hour, it's been exciting. And the Governors who, again, you go back to last Tuesday in Huron in particular, it was a match where the Governors just lost confidence. They lost communication, and there was a play earlier in the first set tonight where two players collided. In fact, it might have been that collision in which the Govs lost Lainey Rinke. Now that I think about it, Grace Hanton played libero in that second game. She'll check in for game number 3 in the Comtech first serve put in play by the Tigers. But again, the Governors not making the same mistakes tonight. They belong on this court with the number 1 team in the state. So far, they're showing that. Here they come defensively and into a lift by the Tigers. That'll be a block for Abigail Krupp. And she is the one being the most congratulated. Good start for game number 3 here for the Governors. Mentioned halftime going to that last one, sponsored by Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial in Pierre. Being a back row attack, and that is good for Kennedy Kokenge, who will score her 5th. So side outs traded to begin the third set. So a 12-3 run by Harrisburg, wrapping up that second game. But other than that, Governors have played very well and have been right with the Tigers point for point. Here's a dig for Christofferson. Down the near sideline, back bumped away on a free ball by Terwilliger. Now on the move is Zachariasen. Tapped it, but Sherwood was right there, and she put it right back home where Gabby Zachariasen came from. She rolled in from near the ladder toward the middle, tapped it. Sherwood put it right back at that same spot. Couple of blocks so far here for the Governors. 2-1 they have the lead. Browers, though, missing the serve. Ellie Browers has had some great service runs this year, but she is starting to struggle in that department just a little bit. 2-2. Third game. Tigers will look for the sweep. Jocelyn Samuels serves. Hanton is there, and there was no touch. Terwilliger tried to wait for Christofferson, the setter, to get to it. But she probably had the surer play herself. But it's down for an ace, the third of the night for Gabby Zachariasen. She'll float one across here. Browers will send Hanton on the run. Now Kurt Terwilliger free balls it back. Samuelson leaves it for Bergen Stiff. That's well defended. Here comes Kropp on the swing and the score. Abigail Kropp with kill number 7 and a 3-3 tie. Coach Tiffany Stoser talked about celebrating points in our pregame chat. The Governors have had a lot to celebrate, in fact, even though they're down 0-2. Kropp serves and misses wide right this time. Govs certainly don't want to help out the Tiger cause. They want to serve aggressively, and they'll always do that, but you have to minimize the help that you provide and minimize the number of errors the rest of the way. Here's Terwilliger through the block and a good reach back swing. Here comes Zachariasen. That's good. Nobody does it better than Gabby Zachariasen from what we've seen. The way she swings from the back row. And even on that one, she jumps with both feet behind the 10-foot line. By the time she hits it, she's probably a couple, 3 feet in front of it, which is fine as long as you leave the 10-foot line from behind. Nice swing for Boddicker, but Harrisburg and Zachariasen dig it up. Christofferson on the run. Long, 6-3 Tigers. Off the net here. On the next play, the attack by Terwilliger is no good. Now an attack good for Kennedy Kokenge. She's the leader of the rest of the pack for the Tigers so far. Harrisburg suddenly with a 4-point run. It is Zachariasen serving. She started this service run with an ace. Here's one off the net that actually might have given Kropp a second chance. Terwilliger Pancaked. Nice job by Veninga. And kept alive. Another tap is over. Harrisburg still playing. Zachariasen takes the bump pass. Terwilliger blocks it, then sets it up. AC out to Boddicker. Blocked again. Bergen stiff. This time with a scoring block. The fourth for the Tigers. A point well played by the Governors, but Harrisburg just a little bit better. 8-3. Zachariasen again. Brower's able to get a play on this one, but a bump here from Terwilliger, pushed out by Kropp from the back row, and there's a tapper. Good for Stiff, and the Governors got caught looking and watching that time. Tiffany Stoser will take a timeout here. 6 in a row for Harrisburg. And a timeout on the floor brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We're back in 30 seconds. We're in the third. Harrisburg wants a sweep tonight at Riggs High Gym. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Looks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Riggs High Gym, a hotbed for volleyball tonight. Harrisburg Tigers in a battle with the Pierre Governors, but they have opened up an early 9-3 lead here in our third set. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by First Dakota National Bank, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Pierre Regional Airport, and Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre, some of your Pierre Sports sponsors, always helping us out. Bring you Pierre Governor volleyball and other sports. Here's Christofferson to the back left corner. No good. A loose ball as Pierre trying to catch one. 7 in a row now for Harrisburg. These scoring runs are starting to be a little bit more what the Tigers are familiar with. But Zachariasen will miss this one in to the net. Her second miss in serve. And that's all that Harrisburg has, the only service errors on the night. Hanton is out. Terwilliger will rotate to serve. Meister will play it up, and they'll leave it in the front. It's a good block by Cronin to give the Governors a play. And now Boddicker off the net over the block of Venenga down the line. It's good. Ellie Browers with the set assist that time. Campbell Boddicker swings and scores her first of this third game. The Governors down 10-5, but trying to chip away here as Terwilliger serves it away. Kokenge will get it right back, and Kropp will dig it back up over into the stands on the near side. Kennedy Kokenge is quite a player, 5'8", freshman, another youngster. Stiff, a freshman. Kokenge, freshman. Venenga, sophomore. Zachariasen, sophomore, good back row player. Lindsay Langner, a sophomore. And, oh, yeah, their setter is an 8th grader. And Jocelyn Samuels. Here's Christofferson to Boddicker, good for a kill. Point being, though, for Harrisburg, how long is this team going to be around? They're number one in the state now. They're going to be that way for a long, long time. Even their libero, Maggie Meister, is a junior. Still a good year to go. There's Kokenge again, and Sherwood blocks it straight down, but stays on the Governor's side. Kokenge with 4 kills now in this third set. Here had a few in a row. Got back within 4 at 10-6. Here is Langner to serve. Hatton plays it up. Christofferson will send Boddicker outside, and that one is blocked back home. Carol Leach with a defensive point. Harrisburg really getting in a rhythm right now, both offensively and defensively. Right to left, the serve is away. Kropp gets it right to Christofferson. Now a swing for Sherwood, but that's blocked and defended. Now Samuels, the hook, almost missed it, but it crawls across the top of the tape and down out of the reach of the Governors, and Jocelyn Samuels has her 4th. So Harrisburg starting to score in a number of different ways. 14-6. They lead the third game. Pierre got to try to keep it close here. Need a big swing. Actually, that one's too big for Sherwood. Coming on the run Governors have already used one timeout here in the third game, so Tiffany Stoser trying to prolong the inevitable here. Langner keeps serving. She's had her second long one service rally. There's another block for Kara Leach. This game right now moving a little too quickly. Another comment by Coach Stoser was that they want to slow the game down a bit. Langner's lob serve is no good, as that one stays in the net. The Governors will get a side out, but that putting the Govs back within single digits. It was 16-6. So Pierre's got to find a way to slow this game down a little bit, but here's another swing, and Hatton on the run, unable to keep it in play. Leach will score. Quick comebacker there for the Tigers, who lead 17-7. Obviously, this is more what Harrisburg fans are used to. Kokenge will serve, and she'll hit the long ball this time. 4 errors on the night in serve for Harrisburg. 3 of them have actually come in this third game. 17-8. Cronin serves for Pierre. Passes perfectly up to Samuels. Outside it goes. Zachariasen has rotated back up front. She'll score through the block and down. And the Governors settle for another one and done. 18-8. Quick rotation, quick serve. Governors tapped. Terwilliger is there to keep it alive. And a lift and an illegal touch called here on the Governors. There's the timeout call here for Tiffany Stoser, as Harrisburg is doing what Harrisburg does. Now 19-8 our score, third set, as they look for the sweep. We'll take a 30-second Coca-Cola timeout, and we're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Since 1890.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Grossenberg implemented.
Riggs High Gym is the Governors trying to slow down the Harrisburg Tigers. Governor Volleyball and Governor Sports brought to you on River 92.7 in part by American Bank and Trust, May Adam Law Firm, Dakota Mart, the Corner Station, and Access Health of Fort Pierre. Ryan Oakland with the play-by-play. Will Wilson back in studio now, running technical direction. Thanks to all who are helping us out tonight, including Jordan Lutmer running live video. Here with a good stop coming out of it. Bump, set, spike. And Abigail Kropp with the swinging kill, her 8th of the evening. 19-9. Harrisburg built their biggest lead of the night at 11. Here's Ellie Broers. Keeps this one in play. Samuels behind her, and on the move is Bergen Stiff, who will swing and score on the slide. The Governor block is still there, but now, instead of getting them back over the net and in play, we've had about 3 or 4 of them in this third game that have come straight on down and dropped at their feet. Jordan Mayer with the play up this time. Kropp will swing through the block. The Tigers play it up, and Zachariasen back to Mayer, who digs up another one. Kropp gets it out of there. Now Stiff taps, can't get it across. And the Governors will get a side out point here. Got to hand it to the Governor back row. They're really playing well tonight. Not every play is coming back perfectly, but players like Jordan Mayer and Grace Hanton, with the absence especially of Lainey Rinke here in the second and third set, I think Mayer doing a lot of good things. There's Kropp, who let one go. And a swinging kill here was that Kokenge. We'll see who they put it up on. It's Kokenge back to serve. Check it, that's Kara Leach back to serve. Now they give it to Zachariasen. Swinging kill outside right this time for the Governors. And that is Reese Terwilliger. She had a good first game. It's been a little quiet since. 11 serving 21. RT serves it away. Kokenge plays it up here in the middle. The swing is good. The Governors will be in the net, but this one got down anyway, and Bergen Stiff will go with the kill for her. Well, Harrisburg definitely, as they're 3 points away, every bit as good as advertised, but you got to hand it to the Governors. They've played well tonight. Harrisburg shows their dominance here in this third set, as Meester gets an opportunity to set up outside, and Lauren Venenga will kill for the 5th time. Harrisburg really has opened this third game up, and the Governors just seem to be maybe a half a step behind. Everything they've done well tonight, just missing by a half a step so far here in this third game. 23-11 and a miss in serve for Maggie Meister. Now the Tigers, one thing maybe they need to guard against here is a little relaxation. I'm not going to call it lackadaisical, but Meister just looked like she relaxed on that serve, and that's a recipe for a miss, which it was, their 4th of the set. Hot shot. Leach. Quick set. Samuels. It's just such good rhythm when Harrisburg is able to do what they do. Carolyn Leach puts the Tigers up to match point. Harrisburg has Aberdeen at home on Thursday night. Lindsay Langner serving for the match here. Not if Cronin has anything to say about it. Campbell Cronin with her first kill of the night. It was a big hit for Cece, but hard to believe she hasn't had any in that column. She's had one scoring block. Governors fight off match point number 1 with Zachariasen with a miss hit, but this one back to the net, and Pierre unable to keep it alive. That's a put away and good for the Tigers. Kennedy Kokenge with her 5th kill, and the last one goes to the Harrisburg Tigers. Very impressive, no doubt about it. The Tigers will win this one in 3. But hand it to the Governors for playing as well as they did tonight. Final score in the third set, 25-13. Harrisburg on top. They win it in 3 straight, 28-26, 25-20, 25-13. Harrisburg with the win stays perfect on the season at 17-0. The Governors dropped their 4th straight, but I'll tell you what, this is probably the best played match of those 4 straight, save for the first couple of games and a 5-set loss to Brandon Valley, first 2 or 3 games. But they'll drop to 8-6 on the season. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As it expects to get colder this week, we'll be into fall and inevitably into the winter season. When it gets colder, use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Final is a straight set sweep for the Tigers over the Governors. We'll talk with head coach Tiffany Stoser coming up in our postgame about it. Postgame will be brought to you by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. We've got big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics, your Cowboy Country Store's player of the game, all coming up. All that in the scoring recap and the stats as well. Our Family Dental postgame begins in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Living with less pain means living at your best. But an action-packed life can wear your body down. Avera Orthopedics keeps you moving with total joint replacements for pain you don't have to live with. Find relief with the region's largest orthopedic physician team of specialized surgeons so you can keep moving forward. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/totaljoint.
Hey, DQ fans, do you order onion rings but want fries too? Or do you order fries but also want onion rings? Well, we have the answer. Both. Say hello to the DQ Chicken Strip and Fry Rings basket. Get 2 of the legendary sides with golden chicken strips. Now, the only question is, do you go chicken fry ring or fried chicken ring, or what about ring fried chicken? Oh, the possibilities. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. Governors come back and, off of a 3-game losing streak coming into this one, having some struggles along the way, but really came out playing about as well as they have all season when you think of the opponent that they have. And I'll tell you what, folks, in years past, sure, you've got an upper echelon of elite teams in Class AA in South Dakota. It's been Sioux Falls, Washington. It's been O'Gorman in the last 3, 4, 5 years. Harrisburg has been right there. You go back to maybe 7, 8 years ago when Sammy Slaughter was leading the offensive attack for the Tigers. But now with this young core that the Tigers have rising up, getting a state championship along with Sioux Falls Jefferson, who upended Washington and O'Gorman in the state semis a year ago. Harrisburg, the reigning state champions, folks. This team is amazing how youthful they are, but how very experienced they look on the floor. They do everything well. They pass well. They return serve. They get to the setter, and the setter, of course, even just an 8th grader, but setting up to the youthful hitters like especially Gabby Zachariasen, who will lead in kills tonight as per usual. Although I think the Governors, holding her less than her season average. She's averaging about 6 or 7 kills per set, but this time she was held to an average of 5. So there's some things to look on as positives for the Governors in this one. But Harrisburg outlasted the Govs 28-26, and you knew that Pierre, even though they led that first set for a good portion of it, Harrisburg was never going to go away. Harrisburg was going to be coming back and getting a rally, and that's exactly what they did. The Governors still had a chance as they fought off 2 set points, had one of their own at 26-25, but Harrisburg ended up scoring the last 3 points and winning that first one 28-26. The Governors led at one point in that first game 16-10. Harrisburg came back, took a lead at 19-18. The Govs scored 3. It was 21-19. And then they get up to a tie at 22, tie at 23. They tied at 24. And again at 25, even though the Govs passed them to 26-25. But again, the last 3 to Harrisburg, 28-26. There weren't a lot of big service runs by the Tigers in that first game. In fact, Pierre had the bigger service rallies, it seemed, even though the Tigers came from 16-10 down to 19-18 up. So they did have a nice little 9-2 rally that kind of turned the tide in that first game. But the second set, the Tigers, even though the Governors were leading once again, they were leading 17-13 as Harrisburg had just one lead at, an early lead as late as 5-4. Pierce scored 5 straight to go up 9-5, held the lead as late as 17-13, but then 6 in a row for the Tigers, put them up 19-17. Govs scored 3 to go up 20-19. But then another 6-point rally for the Tigers put them up 25-20. And I think what you saw after that, maybe the Governors losing a little wind out of their sails, they still played pretty well, I thought, in the third set in a lot of areas. The problem was that everything was just another quarter or a half a step behind. And you take a look at some of the blocks. The Governors were blocking well tonight, but a lot of the blocks were going over the net. In that third game, just for whatever reason, the blocks started coming straight down at the feet of the Govs instead of getting back over the net. And that was just one example. But even though at times the Govs were in system, it still wasn't the rhythmic system. I mean, they had the good first pass, they had the decent set assists, they had good opportunities on the attack. But Harrisburg, I think, had a little easier time in defending both at the net and then behind the initial block in that third set. And that was just one thing that the Governors couldn't overcome. That's what allowed the Tigers to really get in the rhythm that they are more used to. And they got some big service runs, the first of which started at 3-3. They get 7 straight to go up 10-3. And never did look back from there. They built a 10-point lead at 16-6. Governors got a few one-and-dones. The lead grew to 11 at 19-8, then 20-9, 21-10. Again, Pierre just couldn't get enough offense going, and they win that last game easily, 25-13. Stats will tell the story in the kill column. 46 kills for the Tigers, 28 unofficially for the Governors. And Pierre is led in scoring by Campbell Boddicker with 9 kills unofficially. Abigail Kropp with 8. Reese Terwilliger collects 7. But usually the Govs have 4, 5, maybe 6 who get 4 or 5 or more kills. Tonight it was just the big 3 there, Terwilliger, Boddicker, and Kropp. Meanwhile, Michaela Sherwood does collect had a couple of really nice swings. Campbell Cronin was held to just 1, and that was the last point the Govs scored tonight. Elise Christofferson got 1 on a loose ball joust that she ended up winning at the net, getting up high against a taller Harrisburg opponent. So 28 on the kill column for the Govs. Harrisburg, impressively, 46. Coach Ronette Costain said she wanted a balanced attack, and I think you take Zachariasen out of the mix there. She's going to be the scoring leader every time, and she had 16 tonight to my unofficial count. But then you get Kennedy Kokenge, who had 9 kills, 5 of which come in the third game, and Kara Leach with 6 kills. Then Lauren Venenga with 5, Bergen Stiff with 5, then Jocelyn Samuels, the setter, with 4. There's your balance after Zachariasen in the scoring column. That's what Harrisburg's recipe is, and that's how they get a 3-set win tonight, at least from the offensive end. Defensively, the blocking was there. By the way, for Pierre, 28 kills. I keep track of assists, or I try to. 23 assists for the Governors, just 1 for Ellie Browers, the rest of them 22 for Elise Christofferson, who is a few matches past her 1,000th career assist. Now, defensively, Tigers will collect 6 defensive scoring blocks. 3 of those come in the final game. Kara Leach with 2, Lauren Venenga with a couple, Bergen Stiff, Jocelyn Samuels in on 1 each. 4 individual Governors in on a scoring block, including Cronin, Sherwood, Terwilliger, and Kropp. Serving belongs to the Tigers, 6-2 in the ace column, 3 for Gabby Zachariasen in the aces, and also single kills apiece. Aces, rather, for Leach, Kokenge, and Maggie Meister. 6 kills. I did it again. 6 aces against 5 serving errors, 4 of which come in the third game for the Tigers. So they may have relaxed a little too much, but obviously you can relax some when you're winning 25-13. Governors with just 2 serving aces, Ellie Browers and Reese Terwilliger with 1 each. They had 7 service errors. That number came down a little bit compared to what we saw a week ago at the Huron Arena. And the error numbers on the floor, not bad for the Governors. They go 3-5-3 in the 3 sets, respectively, a total of 11 errors on the floor. Harrisburg, who had 10 in game number 1, and certainly that helped the Governor cause, finishing with 17. They only had 1 miscue on the floor and in the swing in that third game. So again, 28-26, 25-20, 25-13. Tigers with the win. Governors, we mentioned Harrisburg hosts Aberdeen in their next match on Thursday. The Governors will go to Yankton for kind of a must-win against the Yankton Gazelles, a team the Governors will be favored against, but a team the way they've been playing before this match, certainly Yankton, a team that can beat just about anybody just the same. That is our next broadcast. We'll talk about it with Coach Tiffany Stoser. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll gear the coach up with a headset, and we've got a conversation coming up in our Family Dental Postgame. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Now is the time to purchase your new Ford from Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre. With 0% financing available on the Ford Edge, $1,000 Ford-to-Ford trade-in assistance, $2,000 off all Ford F-150s with 90 days of the first payment. Stop in today or shop our extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Count on us for your service needs, also with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Buy your Ford today from Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, 518 East Sioux Ave, Pierre, South Dakota.
Back at Ringside Gym, back with more of our Family Dental Postgame. We talk with Coach Tiffany Stoser about a 3-set loss, Coach. But I think, this is one of those matches, and I'm one of these guys that will never say there's any such thing as moral victories. This isn't a victory, but the way you've played recently versus the way you came out playing against the top team in South Dakota, in any class, I guess you could say, certainly you've got a lot of positives to take from this one tonight.
Yeah, this group of girls
I'll get you up there.
Oh, sorry. This group of girls is just a team that, when they're energized, you know that they're going to play well. And I think we talked about that in the pregame, is that some things we need to see on our side is we're getting excited after points. We're getting excited about volleyball again, and celebrating big things, encouraging each other. We're talking to each other in the huddle, and I think we saw that. We identified in the locker room here that between second and third set, okay, what happened? And they all said, we got quiet, we got tired, and so these are things that we're learning. We played like we did those first 2 sets. I think we go 4-0 last week, and so I know what we're capable of, and now the girls believe it too.
Absolutely. And, we talked about celebrating points, and that's exactly what you saw. But you came in, amped up. The defense was there. The offense was scoring. I mean, who'd have thunk you'd have scored the first 4 points of the match tonight, even though they countered. But you're holding leads throughout. And every time, Harrisburg is going to make a run, but you prevented that. You negated a lot of that, maybe right up until, a couple of exceptions. But you're still, and I was telling somebody in a text that I think you belonged on the same court as that team across the net tonight.
Yeah, we feel the same way, and I was glad to see that they had to call 2 timeouts in the first 2 sets. I mean, we are frustrating really good teams. We are putting together game plans. The girls are executing and putting on performances that finally show us. I think our girls are the last to believe it, because this place was loud tonight. They were excited about volleyball, and now the girls have seen what they can do. And biggest compliment to me is after a loss is when a coach says, I hope we don't see you guys again, because that you gave them all that you had, and that they had to play with everything they had to fight against you, and I thought that was the case tonight.
When Ronette Costain said something like that, she means it too. I mean, she's been around this game for so long, and she knows that that there could be problems coming up again. And Harrisburg, Coach Costain told me she believes they've beaten teams because they're better conditioned, and obviously they're younger than a lot of teams. But you said you got a little tired in that third set, and what I saw in the third game is the block in particular. You had some coming straight down to your feet. They weren't going across. And maybe just the first passes to the second passes a little bit late, and you didn't have as much gas on your swing in that third set. And I think that's indicative of maybe how tired you felt there.
I think so. I think there was that at times. I think, we had to use our middles in the back row a little bit. That we don't typically do. When Laney goes out, Reese and Campbell Cronin are playing more back row defense, and then they're coming in, and we're expecting them to move on that middle block. And so I did recognize that. I think we got soft a little bit on that third set. Definitely we looked tired. something to work for.
You talk about the collision. Lainey Rinke is out of the match because of that collision. Hopefully things are going okay on that front, and we'll see her back sooner than later. But the fact that you had a collision means you had two girls aggressively going for a ball at one time. You did not have that last Tuesday in Huron, so that's a big step up. Unfortunately, you lose your libero, but look at Grace Hanton, the way she came in and played. Jordan Mayer comes in, stares down bullets all night long, and I mean, these girls who get fewer opportunities than anybody in that back row are playing just as well as anybody. They're elevating their game because everybody else is as well.
I think so, and sometimes, certainly Lainey's a huge part of our team, and we're going to be ready to get her back as soon as, hopefully Thursday, whatever that is. But when you see girls come in unafraid, just whatever you need, we'll do it. Whatever you need, we'll do it. And that's what we got out of Jordan and Grace tonight. And I'm just extremely proud of that. That mentality is tough to come by.
So definitely, I know straight set losses are tough, but you can be proud of at least the first game in 3/4 or first game in 5/6 or something like that. Yeah, Harrisburg got the momentum going in the end of that second game. But you look ahead now, and in this Yankton match coming up, a team that is still struggling to find wins, but a team that's gone 5 sets with really good teams this year. It's a must win, but you're not going to win it unless you play like you did tonight to start this one.
Yep, very much like every game we played last week. And it just depends on what team shows up. I think we really had some focused and important practices where we talked a lot about what do you guys want, right? What do we want? What's it take to get there? We really penciled some things out. What do we have to do to get a home SODAC game? What do we have to do to, and so far tonight, our first game back, I think that they're rising to that challenge, and they're determined to get what we started the season, to get. And I got a group of seven seniors, and I wouldn't put anybody over them.
Any last point, you talk about what do we do to get a home SODAC game? It's October. You only have 6 matches to go. Right. It is time to start thinking about the postseason now.
Yeah, it is time, right? This is playoffs. This is where you see upsets. This is where you see teams get tired, but then you see some of the best play you're going to see as well. It just gets unpredictable. Usually people are starting to solidify their rotation, starting to solidify some things. You don't see a lot of changes in that, but everybody's looking for a place at this point and trying to get in that top 8. And so each game from here on out's a battle.
All right, Coach. Proud of the effort tonight. We'll see you Thursday in Yankton. All
Thanks,
right?
Brian.
Tiffany Stoster, the Governor, head coach, as Pierre falls to number 1 Harrisburg in straight sets. Big plays of the game and your player of the game still to come. A couple of orders of business. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and our big plays will be next. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Now is the time to purchase your new Ford from Capital City Ford, Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With 0% financing available on the Ford Edge, $1,000 Ford-to-Ford trade-in assistance, $2,000 off all Ford F-150s with 90 days of the first payment. Stop in today or shop our extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Count on us for your service needs, also with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Buy your Ford today from Capital City Ford, Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Ave, Pierre, South Dakota.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Family Dental Postgame coming back here at Riggs High Gym as, sometimes there's only two guys left in the gym. It's the video guy and the radio guy. And it happens to be the case here tonight. Let's get through our big plays of the game, and your player of the game in this one is Harrisburg sweeps the Governors, even though the Governors play quite well for a good portion of this match. Big plays of the game are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. I do want to point out one more time, big play to me was, unfortunately, the collision for the Governors, but you had two players, like we talked with Coach Stoser about, two players going aggressively at a ball. They just happened to maybe lock knees, and Laney Rinke came up on the short end on that, was unable to play the second and third sets, but still, you love the aggressiveness in that one, which is something that was really lacking in the previous match 1 week ago tonight in Huron. So props to the Govs on that for making that kind of a big play. But the big play when this match really turned on a dime for me was toward the tail end of the second set when the Governors were maintaining leads. They maintained leads in the first set, maintained a 17-13 lead that late in the second set. Huron scores 6. The Govs come back with 3. They led 20-19. Anybody's ball game, but Harrisburg scored the last 6 again. That's a 12-3 rally for the Tigers to win that second game 25-20. And then the third game, especially after it was 3-3, Tigers scored 7 straight. And they were quick points. I mean, it was Harrisburg really kind of asserting their dominance, asserting their superiority in this game, in this match, and long service rallies came quickly for the Tigers in that third game. That 12-3 rally to close out the second for Harrisburg is when this match turned, and that's our big play of the game, sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. We'll hear from Hermanson's. We'll come back after a 1-minute timeout. We'll hear also from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre, and your Cowboy Country Stores player of the game announcement comes up next in our Family Dental post-game. This is Governor Volleyball.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back with one final segment here for Pierre Governors. As Harrisburg wins it, it's time to talk about players of the game. Your player of the game is brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. We're going to go with the home team here tonight because there were a couple of standout performances that I think are very well deserving. Obviously, for Harrisburg, you're looking at Gabby Zachariasen with 17 kills and 16, I guess, on my stat sheet, but there are other hitters who are doing a great job. And Harrisburg, just a very complete team. Really amazing at how young this team is and how long they're going to be around. So get to know these Tigers and watch them play. They're worth your admission price. But for the Governors, several players deserve recognition. But let's hear from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. We'll make it official when we come back. One more time to Riggs High Gym. This is Governor Volleyball.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal Bird Stamps. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Stores players of the game. Scoring-wise, you've got Reese Terwilliger, Campbell Boddicker, Abby Kropp, in no particular order with 7, 8, 9 kills apiece. Elise Christopherson with 22 set assists, but really impressed with the defense tonight in the back row in particular. And again, it started with that hustle play. It started with good play through the first set, even though there was that one collision, but very impressed with both Jordan Mayer off the bench, the 5'4" senior who had to come in and take the place of Lainey Rinke as Grace Hanton put on the libero jersey and really kind of stood out, both of them, but in particular Grace Hanton staring down a number of bullets tonight. And not only that, but keeping balls in play and getting good passes set up. Grace Hanton really, we've seen some improvement, but really tonight was leaps and bounds of an improvement from what we've seen so far this year. Proud of that effort from the 5'8" junior defensive specialist turned libero. Grace Hanton tonight is our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. She's getting a T-shirt noting her accomplishments and the fact that she played well, even though the Governors came up short in 3 straight tonight. Our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. Quick run through the scores here tonight. Sioux Falls Jefferson has swept Mitchell 14-15-9. Huron plays well. They beat Sioux Falls Roosevelt at the arena 20-22-18. The Roosevelt scores. Washington dominates Brookings 4-13-14. The Brookings scores in that one. Watertown has defeated Sioux Falls Lincoln 3-1 in Sioux Falls. And O'Gorman has knocked off Brandon Valley in 4 sets, 3-1. Douglas, surprisingly, leading Rapid City Stevens 2-0, and they lead the third game 19-16. That one in Box Elder. Spearfish dropped the first of a 3-game, or best 3 out of 5, of course, to Belle-Fourche in the Black Hills Conference 25-23. Upcoming action: Harrisburg will host Aberdeen Central on Thursday. The Governors go to Yankton on Thursday. That's our next broadcast. 6:30 with pregame, 7 o'clock with the first serve, and that'll lead us into Friday night football as well. The rematch from the Dome from the last 2 years. The T-Titans host the Pierre Governors at 7 o'clock with a kickoff. We're on the air at 6:25 on Friday. And I want to make a shout out to the Governor Fine Arts Department, who has their fall play coming up this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday night performances, all at 7 o'clock, and then a 1 o'clock matinee on Sunday afternoon. So get out and see the fine performances we assume there to be, of course, with the Riggs Fine Arts Department and the play, their presentation of The Single Man, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, and Sunday afternoon at Riggs High Theater. Our technical director, William Wilson, is a cast member in that play. So break a leg, everybody in the cast play. Harrisburg fans, if you're still listening, we appreciate you joining us here, and safe travels to you on the way home. And when we travel to and from South Dakota High School sporting events, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team, and they remind us that buckling up is the best way to save a life, our own or somebody else's, in a crash. Do it for our family and friends. We've got some place to be, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Big shout out to Will Wilson, Haley Hansen for running the show in studio, to Jordan Lutmer across the way for doing our video production for Live Ticket. You can rewatch this one at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page. Until we meet with you again on Thursday from Yankton with more Governor Volleyball, I'm Brian Oakland, DRG Media Group Sports. Your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard reads Harrisburg in 3 straight over the Pierre Governors, 28-26, 25-20, 25-13. This has been a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports, your official voice of Governor Athletics on the air and drgnews.com. Good evening, everybody.
Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 has been brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency. Governor Volleyball is brought to you by Dakota Mart, Avera Health, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, Access Health Fort Pierre, the Corner Station, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And Governor Volleyball is brought to you in part by Owahi Federal Credit Union, TMA, Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Wagner Auto, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, the Lariat Lanes, the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center, Fertig Electric, Bauman Lumber, and Zander Auto Parts. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Volleyball, the Hughes County Jail, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of here in Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, Gales Gas Service, and Bauman Lumber. The proceeding has been a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Stop speeding before it stops you. Obey posted speed limits.